Hello. So, I hope you're doing well. The plan for this video is to just do a very gentle and slow, soft-spoken with gum chewing. Something that I really want to talk about is how I discovered ASMR and what led me to finally make videos of my own. So I have been experiencing like the traditional tingles from ASMR for a very long time. I think the first time I remember encountering tingles was probably when I was in the first or second grade. I recall it being too cold to go outside, and so for recess they had us sit in the gymnasium and we kind of all just sat around. I think they gave us pens and papers and things to make art with, but the group of girls that I was with, one of them said, "Let's draw on each other's arms and backs." And I was like, okay, that sounds weird. Now, let me tell you, it didn't take long for me to be completely sold on this activity for the entire recess period. I just remember almost falling asleep right as she started drawing on my arm. And it made me wonder, like, did she know how relaxing she was being? I'm not sure. Maybe. But I just remember feeling so calm and at peace. But I didn't understand why I was feeling that way. And for the next 6 or 7 years, I just periodically experienced, the tingling sensation. Not really understanding what it was or why I was feeling it. And I remember in middle school, there was a girl who sat next to me during our free period, and she would always help the person that she sat next to, and she would whisper, or she would talk very quietly like this when explaining to her partner how to do something. And I just remember that being another really relaxing experience. It made me feel kind of creepy though, because I was sitting there just listening. But it was around that time that I discovered ASMR on YouTube, because I know I've mentioned in a couple of my videos, my entire life I've dealt with hypochondria, and I was probably 11 years old, maybe. So it was about 2010 when I was Googling. I think it was something like, I'm having a sharp pain in my head. And a couple of different results came up, but one of them was for someone asking on a forum, why do I get tingles in my head? And I clicked on it because I was going, I need to make sure I also don't have this medical issue. At the time it was purely to ensure that I did not have these tingles, because it seemed like it was a medical issue. But I clicked on the link and discovered that it was, in fact, not a problem, but something that felt good to this person. And I read more about it and discovered that it was something that a lot of people experienced, and it kind of made more sense to me why I had all those sensations earlier on in my life. I believe at that point in time there were some ASMR channels on YouTube. One that I remember specifically, and I still am subscribed to her to this day, is ASMR Love. And she had this hairdresser roleplay that I just remember watching over and over again so many times because it was just so relaxing. Another one was the Water Whispers. Her name's Ilsa. And she is also still on YouTube to this day. Both of them are. And I just still find both of them so relaxing. Another ASMR artist that I really liked was, I believe her name was Neon Indie Girl. And I need to sit up and walk to a different part of the house because the cat just started eating. Her name was Neon Indie Girl, and she made really, really relaxing videos. I'm still subscribed to her on my other account, but I'm not quite sure if she still makes videos or not because I haven't seen her upload in a while. She's Australian, if that helps your memory of her. So when I discovered the community on YouTube, I became a regular watcher. And ASMR actually doesn't help me fall asleep. I deal with really bad insomnia, and so ASMR is not powerful enough to break through that, unfortunately. But it does help me calm down in moments of panic. With my lupus, I get pretty bad muscle and joint pain, sometimes to the point where I just want to cry. And it's proven to be very, very helpful to me in those moments when I'm in a lot of pain. It provides relief because the tingles sometimes will literally make my neck feel better, sometimes more than painkillers do. So I am an avid watcher in the community, and I have been for many years, over a decade now. And I've always wanted to make my own videos. I think part of my hesitation up until now was just, number one, feeling like I'm not relaxing. And that's not, I'm not fishing for compliments or anything. I think it's one of those things where when you listen to your own videos, I don't get tingles from my own voice. And so it just feels weird. It feels like, how can anyone find this relaxing? But, it sounds like a few people do at the very least. So there was that, and then I knew that I'd probably have to show my face, and, when you're in high school and middle school, you're self-conscious. I was very self-conscious and was afraid to put myself out there, but I'm less afraid now because I feel like I have been taking from the community so much that I really need to start giving back. And I'm having lots of fun doing it. You know, trying not to pressure myself too much to upload a ton, to just do it when it feels natural, and if people want to subscribe and come along for the ride. I'm super, super grateful if you have. And if you're just here stopping by, that's okay too. I appreciate anyone who's here, because I think we all, watch for the same reason, and that's to just feel a little better in the moment. I think it's really amazing that something that was relatively unknown 15 years ago has now grown into, one of the largest communities on the internet. And most people know what ASMR is now, because, 5 years ago, I feel like when I would reference ASMR, no one would know what it was. But now, most people know what it is and actually watch ASMR themselves. So, I just think it's really incredible. So, that was kind of my ASMR background, where I discovered it and where I first experienced it. If you have the time, comment and let me know your ASMR backstory, because I'm super curious to hear other people's. This is about the end of the video, and I just hope you're doing well wherever you are. I know that I don't know you, but you're important to me, and I hope you're doing well.